Hello everyone, welcome back to Genius Knowledge Point, your one place for practical programming solutions for computer and IT students. I am making this video to provide practical knowledge to all students so that you can develop your own programs which will be helpful for your studies as well as career. In this video we will see practical number 30 of Java programming, which is according to case scheme of Diploma Computer and IT students, and the semester number is 4. The topic in this video is to retrieve data from table using ResultSet interface, use various methods of navigation. So in previous practical we have already seen how we have used ResultSet interface to retrieve data from the database. We have taken the data from database into our program using ResultSet interface object, and using that object we have used one method, which is next method we have used, and using that method what we have done, we have used that method inside a while loop so that we can retrieve each row one by one. So in this practical we are going to retrieve the data from the table, as well as we are going to use various methods which are available for ResultSet interface, which are also called as navigation methods of ResultSet interface. So directly moving toward the first question, write a program to retrieve data from table using ResultSet interface and use various methods of navigation. So directly we will move to the coding part. So initially I am importing the java.sql package, then I am creating my main class as public class result demo. Next I am creating main function inside the class, then I am opening a try block. In that I am using first statement as class.forName, that is com.mysql.cj.jdbc driver. So this is the loading of driver which is needed for MySQL database. Next I am printing the driver loaded message. Next I am creating connection object, that is driver manager.getConnection. First parameter is the connection string or connection URL. Second parameter is the username of the database, and third parameter is the password, which is blank in our case. Then printing connection created message. Next I am creating statement object, that is statement st is equal to con.create statement, but this time I am not just keeping it blank. I am not keeping the function blank. I am using ResultSet.type scroll insensitive. So why it is used? Because we are going to use multiple navigation methods of ResultSet. So we are going to navigate ResultSet forward and backward. So that's why we have to pass this value here. And the second, we have to pass ResultSet type. So I am using read only type. So that's why ResultSet.conquer read only. So this is how both the values should be passed here. Otherwise what you can do, you can just navigate the ResultSet in the forward manner, but it cannot be moved backward. So that's why this is needed. Next I am creating my query using string variable as string query is equal to select star from student. We have seen already this in earlier program. Then ResultSet object is created, that is ResultSet rs is equal to st.execute query. So automatically this execute query function will run this query on the database, and it will fetch the data from the database, which is the result of select query, and the data will be in the form of rows and columns that will be stored into this rs object. Next I am just printing the values, that is roll number, these are the column names, roll number /t name /t branch. So it will be properly formatted using this /t. So all the three column names are printed, which are manually printed here. Next I am using the next function inside while loop, that is while rs.next. So it will point to the first row of the rs object, and if the row is present it will return true. So it will go inside the while loop, it will just print rs.getInt, that is first column name, then /t rs.getString second column name, then /t rs.getString third column name. So this is how the first row entirely will be printed here. We have already seen this in the previous practical. So this is how the first row will be printed. Next again it will run the rs.next again, and this time it will return true or false if the row is present, and if the row is not present it will return false. So again it will print the second row. Similarly it will go on printing all the rows, and finally when the rows are completed it will return false for this function, and it will move out of the while loop. So this is how we have printed all the rows from the rs table, so rs object. Next I am using if statement, and in that I am passing rs.first. So this is the second method of ResultSet interface, and it is pointing the object or pointing the pointer to the first row of the ResultSet. So automatically after the last row it will move to the first row, and it is called a backward operation. That's why we have done this part. So it will point to the first row, and if the row is present, it will return true. So in my case, my row is present, that's why it will go inside this if condition, and in that I am just printing moving to the first row as a message. Then after that I am printing first row and attaching first row first column value, first row second column value, and first row third column value. So all the values from first row will be printed sequentially here in front of first row message. So this is how the first row will be printed using this if condition. Now the if condition is completed. Then I am using one more if condition, that is if rs.last. So it will move to the last location or the last row of the rs object, and if the row is present, it will go inside the if condition using true, and it is printing moving to last row as a message. Then after that I am just printing last row and attaching all the values of the last row one by one. So this is how the sequentially all the values from last row will be printed here in front of last row message. Then if condition is complete. So what we have done here, we have used next method to print all the rows in while loop. Then we have used first method to print first row manually. Then we have used last method to print last row manually using if condition. So the try block is complete here. Then inside catch I am just using exception E, that is object of exception class. Then I am just printing that object using println. All the value of that exception will be printed. So the catch is complete, then main function is complete, and class is also complete. So saving the code, to run this code we have to open the location of the code, then opening cmd here. Then first command is javac space class name dot java. So I have to copy the class name here. So the class name is result demo. So copying class name dot java. So after entering, there is no error. So I can run the program java space class name only. My MySQL server is already running in the background, so I can run the program. So pressing enter, so it has printed driver loaded, connection created. Then it has printed the entire table using select query and ResultSet object. So roll number, name and branch is properly printed using /t. The gap is properly aligned. Next, it has gone to the if condition, so it has printed moving to first row, and the first row is printed, that is 1212 ABCD and CO. So it has printed according to the navigation method, which is rs.first. Next, it has printed moving to last row, and it has printed the last row value, that is 1 2 3 4 DEFG and CM. So using rs.last function, it has moved to the last row, that is last row of the rs object, and it has printed it according to our code. So this is how we have used multiple navigation methods of ResultSet object, and we have used them properly to navigate onto the proper location. And this is how this practical is completed. Also the practical number 30 is completed, which was the last practical from our Java programming practicals. From first to last practical, what we have done, we have used lots of concept, from the basic concept to advanced concept of the Java programming. And this is how the entire series of Java programming is completed here. So that's it for today's practical. I hope you understand the program clearly. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such programming solutions, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. If you have any doubts or need solutions for other programs, drop a comment below. I will be happy to help. Thanks for watching and happy coding.